Hi guys, and welcome to the courtyard, or soon to be courtyard, and welcome back to Chip's Green World. So today we've got quite a big job on our hands. We're bringing back the courtyard. We've got the font in place, we've got the olive tree in place, we've got a little ivy topiary that will remain, we've got the Pierce japonica that will not remain, but we might keep it at the other end for now. We've got all the beautiful climbers that have recovered from their hard prune, looking beautiful. So let's make a start. We'll start with these two boxes. These I rescued from the front garden. They were growing against the retaining wall and they were a bit raggedy. Still are a bit raggedy. No leaves on the back whatsoever. It's where they were growing against the retaining wall. But they're going to be just perfect for what I need them to do today. And that's to be bookends for my olive tree. One behind the font, the other one this side, so they will be a backdrop for any pots in front. Then the olive tree, the font and the two boxes that are in the ground will become our main structure. And today I've got a little trainee that's going to be doing the work for me. And I put Spud in charge of supervision, so here we go. Right, so there we go. Let's whip these into shape now. I want these to be perfect squares. This is the second prune they've had. I pruned them once when I took them out of the front garden and when I potted them up, and then this is their second prune. So hopefully they'll look a bit better after today's prune. I don't really think much of Spud's supervision. Spent most of her time sniffing around the pots. Of course I was behind the camera, giving instruction, shouting this way, that way a bit more, a bit deeper, pack that down a bit more. That's why we had to turn the sound off. So, nice having Spud out here again. She's not been out much since we got back. She's turned into an old lady. She's now 85 years old in human years. So yeah, she's a bit of an old granny. Doesn't look it though, does she? But she's more of a house cat now, so it's lovely to see her out. It'd be nice for us to get her font in place, get it filled with water. It'll make her feel right at home. Right, back to the courtyard. This yard when we purchased the house 8 years ago was nothing like this. It only had a 3-foot wall, brick wall, that ran around the whole yard, and then a little gate, only 2 foot high. So when all the neighbours would pass, they would all say hi and hello while you were sat there having a gin and tonic. Well, I thought to myself, I'm having none of that. So the fence went up. At first I put all the posts in. They were all bolted to the wall. Then I fixed the fence to the posts. Then I proceeded to add the trellis on top. Then I added downlights all the way around, and then added all the climbers. We have a number of climbers here. We have wisteria, honeysuckle, jasmine. We did have a few clematis, but they didn't survive the 8 years. Oh, and the potato vine, which is virtually turned into a tree. And I'm just telling you this so you know that this has been a long-term plan. It hasn't just happened overnight. This was always going to be turned into a very private courtyard space. Right, back to the topiary. That's one down. Now let's tackle the worst looking one. Let's hope we can get this looking very similar to the other one. And you may notice that I'm only tackling the large right hand side quarter of the courtyard. And that's because we've got an electrician coming because our wires are connected to the two neighbours up the road. So they need to be separated so we can get a new meter fitted. So there will be holes being dug nearer to the house. And then we've also got the decking that will be going in from the house. That will come out a meter. Then we've got the new stone steps. And then that's where we'll put the trees. The two big laurels that were in front of the old house. Then we've got two very large obelisks going in. And yeah, more climbers. So there's a lot more to come. This is just the large right hand quarter of the garden today. Right, back to the topiary, and they have turned out quite well. I'm quite pleased. They've got a bit of filling in to do, but not bad at all. I'm very pleased with them. They'll do. Right, now we've got our 4 permanent structures in place, and now it's all down to the pots. So let's move Paris japonica out of the way. We'll keep her in the courtyard for now, but she will not be remaining in the courtyard. There'll be a special place out the back for her, as well as the cloud prune tree. We'll put her here because this is where one of the obelisks is going, so she's not in the way here. She's fine for the time being. Right, now for the tall pots with the topiary balls in. These are going to go in the corner. At this point it might be a good time to mention there is no plan to this. I just put things where I feel they should go and hope for the best. So things may change later on. Hopefully these two will stay here. Well, not here exactly, as you'll see now. Right, I'm happy with them. Let's move on. Time to get the pots in. And remember, these pots are all from the old courtyard. Nothing's been purchased. Except for this brunnera. These were dug up from the centre of the old garden and potted up. There was 2, but Gypsy Boy broke one. I've yet to repot that one. That one will be joining us in the courtyard at some point. So I think at this point I'll just leave you to enjoy, and any questions about any of the plants, just leave a message in the comments. I may get back a bit late sometimes. It's my dyslexia gets in the way. I get a bit overwhelmed when I get lots of messages. I need to do better. So I apologise if you messaged me and I've not got back to you sooner. I will get back to you. It just may take a bit longer than usual. So we're having a little break. It's starting to take shape. We've got lily of the valley, hostas, the ferns, the azalea. So let's carry on. Right, I think we're getting there. Let's now fill the font up for Spud. We'll have a little think and maybe bring a few more in. At points it's best to have a little break, have a little look round, take it in and think, is everything in the right place? Can things be in better place? And where am I going to put the rest? So after watering, I had a quick coffee and then pondered on what else I should bring in. So I brought in some lilies, some daylilies, some lily of the valley, some violets, and a few others. Shuffled things about a little bit, and I think for now we're done. So here it is the following day, looking beautiful. Enjoy! So there we go, guys. I couldn't be more pleased. There's still a long way to go yet, but as a first step, I think that looks tremendous. Overjoyed. Now I can sit out and have a gin and tonic and watch the birds. I don't think Spud was very happy with that young blackbird using her font. So, hope you enjoyed, guys. Hope you'll join me next time. I think next week we'll be back in the front. So, have a great week. And I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye now.